Hello, beautiful human. Thanks for clicking on our conversation with Jaden. Incredible human being, great artist, a lot to talk about. He's a brand new record out today, Better Off Dead. Also, brand new album coming early 2021. You have a lot to discuss, Daniel.
Yes, we do.
Before we start, though, please, comments. Leave your honest feedback in the comment section below. If you like the interview, hit like. And even if you hate us, what should they do?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Please. We beg. Okay, Jaden's here.
Let's do this. Zach Show.
Yo, you're a rock star that's on time, yo.
I know. I try. I was like, the beginning of my, career, I was extremely late to a lot of things. And then this one time my assistant K'd me on text. And that was like really, that hit me, dude. Like, have you ever been by someone that like works with you? It's like, it hits different, like telling her answering like, yo, I'm sorry. I missed that. Like, and she just sent back K. And I was like, oh.
I get paid a lot, dude. I've almost been immune to the K. Dan supplies a lot of them Ks, to be honest with you.
I'm the time police. I hate running late. I'm always on time. I think everything should start on time.
I mean, it should, but maybe not for like me and other things. I don't know.
Thank you.
When I'm on time to things, they never happen as like according to plan. But right now, it seems like it's going to get, so we'll see. I don't know.
I have a bright vision for this conversation. We have a lot to discuss, dude. We have an album coming in 2021. We have a brand new record drop today. By the way, I think it's definitely one of your best, if not your best record so far. But two, like, I'm really jazzed to talk to you because,
dude, I'm excited to talk to you. It's been a while.
Well, the last time I saw you was in that house.
Yeah, I know. When we all of us lived together. I still live with actually some of them, but
Ian Dior was over that day, and you ended up having a record come out with him just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Well, let's just start from the beginning here. What genre of music do you create? Tell me.
That's like, damn it. Okay, that's like a hard question because, honestly, I say it all the time. I don't know how serious Travis is when he says it because, he may be joking as much as I am, but I'm trying to create like my own genre because it's punk for sure, but it's also, I feel like it's more charismatic than that. It's a little more like urban. It has some little pop in it. So it's kind of hard to classify. Also, I love singing and I love singing in a lot of different ways. So I don't want to classify myself something to one thing personally because it's like, I want people to accept everything I make after, this next couple of years of things. You know what I mean?
How does somebody like Travis classify the music that you guys make together? Because, these records, a lot of them happen hand in hand. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like, it's like trap. I'll tell you this. It's trap verses, right? With like hi-hats, 808s, but then bringing in real drums and on chorus and stuff. So it's literally like a mix of like punk and like, I don't even know. I'm still like a year in. This is something I don't even know all the terms like people use. So it's hard to be like when I'm in the studio and I want them to do something, I'm like, yo, do the thing where it makes it sound like, like we're and they're like, what the are you talking about? And I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know. I just hear it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever people want to call it, whatever makes them comfortable.
Was there a lot of experimenting going on in the studio to get this sound, or did this kind of come easy to you?
It came pretty easy because once I decided to trust somebody, I just like let the reins go. So, and I'm also not scared to be wrong. So with Travis, it was just like a perfect fit because he's just so wise in so many different ways because, the man's literally lived through like a plane crash. And then also he's like one of the most famous and talented musicians like to, live. So it's like, he has so much knowledge that I'd be stupid not to just listen. And he has just like a direct line to, the Blink style music. So we take that, but I also just love Juice. And he respects that and he really appreciates that. He knows that a lot of my inspiration comes from Juice's music and even just him as an artist in general. So he takes all that into accord. So I wish there was a word. I should call Travis. I need him to come up with a word so we can establish that, and then people can just start, putting that everywhere.
Better Off Dead is it makes me feel like I'm in middle school again, playing a skateboard video game, getting really angry at the TV. It brings me back in the best possible ways, and it's something that I think I don't know, the current generation needs in a huge way.
Yeah, it was weird for me because it's definitely more pop oriented, and for a while that's all I heard because in the studio even I had to track it in so many different ways, over and over and over again, the voice oriented that I just kind of got irritated with it. But then I've heard this alternative side that Travis was showing me, and it was I had to take a step back, I had to realize, I gotta get over my. And that's another reason I trust Travis so much is because he was bro, this is fire, and I was like, bro, but I don't know, it's just my voice, it's so different. And he's like, bro, trust me, it's so hard. And then we shot the video, and I was like, oh, this is sick. You know what I mean? You got to watch, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. And the lyrics in the video have depth and gravity to it. So it's, I don't know, it's both catchy but also very meaningful. Can you explain the video to me? Because I have my own interpretations, but I don't want to cast a judgment on art.
We got that it could definitely be taken different ways because that's why we put the words and arrows. So for the people watching and for you, Zach, it's me, describing the lines. It's cloudy with the chance of depression. It's cloudy with the chance of anxiety. So when you're suffering from anxiety and depression, you're making scenarios in your head, right? So I'm I should pull up to her house because I think she's another guy, and I'm yo, what's up? Typical. I'm gonna throw a rock, hit the window, boink. Type. She doesn't see it, so I go in the back, and I'm what better way to get this girl's attention than play with Travis in her
Call
pool.
Travis Barker and play in a pool.
Yeah. I'm what? And so of course I'm gonna rock out. So we rock out in the pool, and then she notices, but she's talking to the guy in her room, and when it drops down, and it's boom, 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 and the instrumental, and so we on there, it's I go from the pool and I go knock on her door, waiting for her to answer, and the door opens, and it's me, and it shows that it's me, and I'm everyone's what? It's me, and the premise is I was tripping the whole time. I'm my worst, I'm my own worst enemy, and I feel that's super relatable. That's why I really appreciated the video. We killed it. The whole team killed it, and it's just simple, but the end of it is different. You know what I'm saying? And it adds such a personal meaning for a lot of people because a lot of people don't realize. Hopefully, they can be awakened after this video that they are their worst enemy. I was in a lot of things, I'm my own worst enemy, and that comes from a lot of anxiety and ultimately depression. That comes with it, and it's hard for a lot of people to get through that, but just take a breath and realize that you're good. It's you. You're tripping. You feel me?
So you really are singing to yourself.
Yeah, I mean that's what all of my music is if someone's singing something that they didn't go through, it's really hard for me to almost appreciate and I guess believe it. You know what I'm saying? Or be convinced. And it's definitely, there's songs and musicians out there that would just make music for fun, but I think a lot of music right now is so impactful that we have an opportunity to talk about real, you feel me? And so that's just what I think. And this song it's just all of my music's real, and that's what I strive to be. And as soon as it's not, I need people to be yo, dude, you're just in this for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying?
So what does a record like this do, and what role does a record like this play in coping and dealing and living with anxiety and depression? I mean, as it is a reminder to yourself.
Yeah, I love getting to talk about that type of stuff because people always ask me what are your other interests besides music? And it's music is definitely my main focus, but it's only because I care about mental health and also just how people feel and having them understand that they're human souls so much. So anxiety is like one of the biggest things that I've struggled with. Personally, people don't really understand that it can become like an actual like physical uncomfortability. You know, it's like actually physically, you know, wearing. You know what I'm saying? And so it tears you down. And I found like a couple simple tools that kind of shows in the video is like just being grateful for what you have. You know, always thinking that something could go wrong. You know, there's always an opportunity to like think about the worst situation. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, if you just start being grateful for where you're at and what's around you, for some reason, gratitude literally just takes the ease and it starts putting you in this real sense of time. So that's probably one tip I'd say. That's just how I cope with it, you know, and also music. That's why I make music, you know, it all ties in because it's like, I need music.
And that's why both of your missions really do align perfectly. And I think by living your truth in the records you create, you are essentially addressing in a very different way than most mental health and a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, you know, live your life through these records and it comes through. Like even when you're working with Lauv and Black Bear on a song like this, like how does it happen? How does the collaboration go down? Does somebody come to you with something? Does it start from zero?
So it's right now, I'll be completely honest. Whenever I was first starting music, it was almost like a false humility because I was humble, but I also wanted people to understand that I was making all of my own music. Right.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just love it because Juice is like my main idol. He's the reason I started making music, and that's what he did. So it was like this like little like pride that I had. And then finally, like after just being with Travis, I realized that there's just so much more that I don't know yet, you know, and I need people around me and writers and everything to be around me so I can absorb it, so I can learn firsthand rather than, you know, trying to mimic something. And now it's really cool because I have both talents. I'm able to sit down and like write, and I'm also just be able to stand up on the mic and freestyle, you know, and come up with something, you know, equally as good. But for that song, Black Bear and Law brought it to Trav, and Trav was like, bro, you got to hop on this. And I was like, bro, I've never done something like this before. Like, I've never done pop. And he was like, bro, it's hard. He was like, just do it. Trust me. I'm like, okay. And so we do it, and it just sounds great. You know what I'm saying? It's like not too much. We didn't want to put in too much of it because we want to, you know, give it the respect that it was. And Lauv and like Black Bear, they just made like a good ass hit. They always make it.
And honestly, like, but it's a different song with you on it, with Travis doing his thing on it. Like, I don't even know what the scratch sounded like at all, obviously, but like, dude, totally different everything. And in the video, it's, I don't know. Yeah, it's really, I think it's flawless.
Like,
it's really well done.
Out of like, you know, it's not too overbearing. And that's really what I had to get up. There's a lot of self growth and realizations that have been going on the past like 2 months that isn't for an artist, just because a lot of things have changed, and I've had to realize, you know, like I am going to be, you know, the inspiration for everything, but there's just like, I'm going to be the creator of everything, but there's just inspiration I can take from so many things, you know what I'm saying? And so many people have so much wisdom to pass down. And so it's about working at it day by day and working at it song by song and not taking each song for granted. And that's what I love about this song, is it taught me to not take any song for granted. And so I love it, dude. I'm pumped. I think people are going to love it.
Does it in any way lay out any sort of path for you for Tell Me About Tomorrow?
Oh, 100%. So we have a lot coming up, Zach. We have a lot coming up. We're pumped, right? We got the Better Off Dead song dropping. I got a super special song dropping at the beginning of the year that we'll be performing on Kimmel. So that's going to be, right? Album dropping like really early 21, maybe like late January, early February. Which is super, it's just like everything's falling into the right order. You know what I'm saying? And then I have another song with Nessa coming out right around that time as well, which is, everyone's super pumped about that. I don't know if you've heard it at all. It's going to be super fun. And it's like, this year is just going to be off to a great start, dude. And so Better Off Dead is like, what a better goodbye to 2021. I mean, to 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we're just better off dead. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's just be real. And then let's just say it and just take 2021 and let it be what it should be. And that's what I'm excited about.
Yo, beautiful human. I got to hit pause real quick on our conversation with Jaden to tell you about HelloFresh. Finally, Daniel, there is one of these meal services that I can do, that I can handle and make successfully.
Down with that.
It's HelloFresh, and they have amazing vegetarian options that I'm in love with. My favorite recipe is the cheese tortellini. Ooh, so good, so easy, and so quick to get it all done. I am a huge fan of HelloFresh. If you want to try them out, now is the time. They're running good deals all the time. Just go to HelloFresh.com/80ZachSang. You can get $80 off plus free shipping. 80ZachSang. You can use that code at checkout too. We'll put a link in the description below. But HelloFresh is easy and stress-free. It offers convenient, no-contact delivery right to your doorstep, easy home cooking, recipes that not only are delicious, but are easy to tackle. You'll get food on the table in like 30 minutes. Plus, it is a great value. You're going to save 40% when you use HelloFresh versus shopping at the normal grocery store. And it's all really healthy, Dan.
You know me, I'm a healthy guy.
They're also sustainable. I'm telling you, it's the way to go. They're the first global carbon neutral meal kit company. So not only is it good for you, good for your wallet, but it's good for our earth. If you want to get $80 off your first order, your first HelloFresh shipment, just go to HelloFresh.com/80ZachSang. That is HelloFresh.com/80ZachSang. There's a link also in the description below.
What's the story behind the name Tell Me About Tomorrow?
Oh, dude. So, see, this is what I'm saying. I think about this a lot, and so it seems almost like it's rehearsed because it's like, it almost is. It's like everything is connected, with the same goal of like helping mental health awareness, and then also getting to talk and make real, authentic music. And so, Tell Me About Tomorrow is kind of what always would come to mind whenever I was having like panic attacks where I was just walking in constant anxiety. Because you're always wondering like what's going to happen, like what's going to happen. And so the title is almost like, saying the opposite of like, let's just take a step back and like stop worrying about tomorrow and let's just live into the day. So it's kind of really cool because if you look at the album art, I don't know if you've seen it, I posted it on my Instagram. It's me as a baby. Yeah. And it just fits perfectly because it's like, dude, what do you care about when you're a baby? You know what I'm saying? It's like, not much. And you don't really know when you're caring about something. You just know that you're crying. I don't know. I like it's a super cool duality to look at, and in the photo I'm smiling and just like not really worrying about anything. And I think we should all look at that and be inspired and kind of like nostalgic towards the fact that maybe we haven't felt that way in a while, especially during COVID and everything. So there's a lot of different levels to this album and this music.
I was asking about that because I saw the baby picture and I was like, the baby picture of you happy smiling in a bathtub or whatever it is doesn't really match the lyrics of the songs you've released so far.
Yeah, I know. This is why I'm really excited about releasing an album, is because I have so much music to show people that really showcase who I am as an artist. Like, it's super cool that I got to start in the beginning of COVID. Most people would say otherwise, but I would say like it's really given me an opportunity to have some character development. So it's gonna be a storm. People are gonna be like, "What?" Like, genuinely, and that was like the most least enthusiastic what I've ever done in my life.
But is it character development connected to personal growth, right? And exploration and.
No, 100%. I think like if you haven't grown, substantially, I feel like during this COVID and you notice that, then something went wrong. Then you're definitely like going in a wrong direction, and that's not like the end of the world. But I think that for a while it was just chaos, this year. But right now I think it's kind of in the limbo area where people really need to just pick up their like, maybe I just need to figure out who I am, or figure out what I'm feeling and why I'm feeling it. I think music is the perfect way to do that. So really the goal with this album for sure, giving people an ease, somewhere to sit down and feel comfortable and feel like they're, unified with other people that have the music. So
what can you mentioned the song with Nessa. What can you tell us about that? I do know people are very, very excited for that one.
We already shot the music video. It's going to be super sick. Dude, it's like, I don't know. She showed me the song in the studio when we were just kicking it, and I heard it and I was like, this is just so different from your normal music, and I love it. Like, she's really taking a direction into kind of like the same rock, edgy vibe, and but it still has that pop bass. And so I was like, oh, we can make this fire. So I hopped on it, and it was just natural. And it didn't happen, too hastily, and it wasn't forced. So that's why I knew it was a good fit. So we did that, did the video, and now we're just pumped, ready to release. It's gonna be dope.
What story are y'all telling in the song, and why did it need another person?
It's super cool because she's like actually pretty. If you listen to the lyrics of the song, I'm not too familiar with like how dark her past lyrics have been in her music, but like she's talking about some real, like for instance, one of the lyrics is like, "I'll be dead at 27." Like that's some real that everyone talks about. You know what I'm saying? And like she's just open about it.
Rockstar age,
I
yeah.
think, like, yeah, she has this like dark side that she's really just willing to put out. And so I'm coming in with kind of like the more taken back look, like almost like I'm losing my mind. Like I'm not angry, but more like I'm feel like I'm trapped type of thing. So I'm like with depression and like misconceptions, and like I talk about like mistakes and how I need to learn lessons. It's kind of feel like I'm trapped by my own wrongdoing. And so it's just cool having both of that. And they're also, the voices just sound dope. Like I think I add like a cool angst to the song that wasn't there before. And so it was just the right fit, especially for this song. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if she would have shown me any other song in the studio, I don't know if it would have been the right fit. Right now I just know that everything at this time was like the perfect storm. You know what I mean? So I had to do it. I would be stupid not to.
Well, yeah, you can't fight that. Like when it is like organic and it just comes together.
It's a gut thing, bro, and people really need to understand that. And that's not saying like people say, "Oh, my gut told me." It's like, no, you just wanted to do that. It's like, trusting your gut is, understanding the surroundings and what comes after you do stuff.
Do you go to like Travis and say like, I want to put this song on the album?
If it was my song and she was featuring on it, possibly, but like I wouldn't see her song, on my album. I don't even know if that works. I'm still new to this music stuff, but no, I think it's in it. The song itself, when you'll hear it, it's more of a single. It's not for an album body of work. It's time to shine, like, because we put a snippet out on TikTok and people really really fuck with it. So I'm pumped. It feels like Angels and Demons-esque type again, like that type of excitement, and that's like my biggest song. So
you deleted all your TikToks.
I didn't.
Why
did I look at your account and there's like 3 up there?
Oh my! Got a fake account?
No.
Are they gone, babe?
Jaden, it does seem like you've been able to shift from like a TikTok star to an actual musician. Have you found that hard to do? Because some people can't break that mold, and it seems like you're doing it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's just, I think it's because it's hard. It's a lot of different things. Some people just don't have it. I'll just be straight up. Like, I don't know. I never thought that I was the one to have it, until I'm like here, I guess. Until people started telling me, like Travis. So it's not like they're people's fault if they think they're onto something that they're not. And then also it's about not on social media, but also not making that like who you are. And that was hard because that's where we all come from. But like, that's how I got here. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that. Like, it is kind of like that, but it's also like, I appreciate what you've done for me. And I think a lot of artists forget that, and they try to like jump too quick and not let things just fall into place. But I don't know, man. I think it's a 1 in a billion chance. If I make it to the top, then that's like, that's just something that never happens. Justin Bieber is something that never happens. Juice WRLD is something that never happens. These are things that never happen. They just feel so convenient and so easy because of like where we are and, how big social media is and how close it makes us all feel.
What do you think it takes to get there?
You have to love it, more than you think. Like, I didn't realize how much I love music until I went to a Juice WRLD concert, and that's a fact. Like, I went in there with no expectations. I just, like, for the first time, trusted my gut, and I felt like, because we had no like intentions to go in the concert, and I just saw it on like Instagram, and I was like, oh, we got to go. It's in Dallas, and so we went, and it just changed my life, you know. Letting the music actually flow into me. Like, that was the first concert I've ever been to in my life. I went to one as a kid, but that was before my love for music grew. So being there in person, I think it just like almost like getting struck by lightning. It just like hit, and from that day on, it was more than just like, yo, I want to make music because I want to like reap the benefits. You know, I was like, I want to make music because one, I know each song I could make better. And then two, if I made 1,000 songs, it doesn't matter if I died tomorrow or the next day, listen to them for the rest of their life, you know, like Juice did. And so that's really what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to give people a place to, you know, sit and think about their life and appreciate where they're at. And then also, you know, be comfortable enough to be sad and be vulnerable, because it's hard. And music gave me a place to do that.
How many songs do you have finished?
I'd say probably like, I don't even have a lot, bro, which is crazy. Because like, it feels like you're making 10, but every song that I have, it feels like I could release, you know, which is a really weird thing. Probably like 50. I probably only have like 50 songs.
What I was going to say is the album, do you have all the songs picked, or is that still being put together?
That's why we pushed it back a little bit, because we could release the album right now, you know what I'm saying? And it would be fire, and I think it would be amazing, but we're taking our time a little bit because, you know, you never want to rush a process, one. And I think that we're definitely missing one thing. Like, and it may not be something people notice, but as for us and the energy we're putting into the album, I think if we were to, you know, cut it right now and, you know, put out the songs that we have, it could be, it's almost open-ended on our part. And it's like we didn't thoroughly, you know, excruciatingly like kill ourselves over the fact of like, is this perfect and stuff. And it's never going to be perfect, but that's our job as artists and producers to do that type of stuff. So it's coming soon though. It's basically done, man. I mean, it's done. Like, I have the music. We just got to, you know, do our thing on it.
Is Travis Barker the executive producer? Is he on a bunch of the songs? How does it work?
Yeah. That's bad. Yeah. I mean, he's on everything. He does everything. I mean, him and Thrasher. We got Andrew Goldstein. We got, you know, Nick Long. A bunch of different, you know, really in this, and they're super into like the process. So yes, Travis does everything, but there's so many people who have like an important part, you know, and making awesome music.
Do you think you have what it takes to get to like Justin Bieber level? You mentioned him before.
Yes.
Sick.
Cool. I mean, bro, it's not like a, I didn't think I could make it here, if I'm being honest. I don't know. It wasn't like, it's not something that I'm trying to grab to hold on to. It's not something I want to like hold and show in front of people. It's something I like want to live, you know? Like, I genuinely see myself like friends with Justin Bieber, and that may be weird for him if he ever saw this video, but it's like, bro, I just like see myself like making beautiful music with that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he's in a different area, in a different genre that I've never tapped into before musically, really. And I don't know, there's just so many different things that I could go into. So many people like that with me and Kels, you know, like, I don't know, there's just so many people in that level I just can see myself relating to. And that's why I think I could make it to the top, because I'm not trying to get up there to live this like life, you know. Like, I live in a nice house, all right. It's awesome, but it also like, it's weird, bro. People think that you're like selfish, but when you get a lot of things, you find yourself less excited about it because you realize that it's not real, and it can't like, you know, make you feel love or make you feel anything that's real. So that's the difference, I think, between me and other people, if I'm being honest. And people can say I'm cocky or whatever, say, nah, that kid, he's never gonna get anywhere. I'm like, that's fine. I just know that I'm just trying to connect with people on a real level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I hope people don't think that about you, because it's like so far from accurate. Cool. I mean, dude, I remember telling Michael Gruen, like, I don't know, maybe months ago, a year ago, I've lost all track of time, months, but like, I know it was a long time ago. And I remember looking at him, and I tell him over and over again, I was like, I really think Jaden could sell out arenas. And this is like the ticket to like mainstream superstardom type. I really do. And I still think that every time, the last time I saw you, like I ride Michael, and I'm like, Yeah, I really think you're a superstar in a big way, and
I
your music
appreciate
hits.
Thank you. I'm excited for you to hear the album then, dude. It's I'm like pouring my heart on this. Not even like and like I'm trying to wow people with like, oh, this is so deep. It's just I'm making music that I genuinely think people are going to hear it and then be like, I don't know how, but this song was made for me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the energy I'm putting into it. So I appreciate that. I'm excited.
Do you crave a live performance? Because that's
Oh,
been
bro.
one part of your musical journey that's kind of been missing, right?
Yeah, bro. It's hard for people to really believe me, and I get it, but they don't understand, bro. I like mentally perform every single night when I'm like going to bed. Like that's what I live for. I've had one performance. I did one performance in Vegas, like a year and a half ago in front of like 2,000 people, but it was just a song that me and my homie like whipped up. And it's just I'm so comfortable on the stage. Not that I'm saying I impress everybody, but I would just say I'm comfortable, you know, like I did plays in high school and I remember like I would mess up and then like play it off and like people would laugh. And that was like addicting to me that, you know, when I was able to make my flaws like my strengths. And then that's another reason I fell in love with Juice WRLD is because his flow is so intricate that he literally reversed the system to where when he would mess up, he actually made it a strength that when his flow or word messed up, he would turn it into another flow. And it made it like a more difficult like flow pattern. And it's like hard, cooler to, it's like, bro. So that's really where I'm inspired by, just making my weaknesses like my strengths. And I think that's what Travis loves too. So making the music is easy and so the album's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's just not pressure at all. So
Jaden, do you have a role in Downfalls High?
I do.
What are you doing in it?
I don't have a name, but I'm the jock. I don't have a name, which is weird because I don't know. I'm like, you'll see me. I'm in it quite frequently, but I'm like the jock that bullies Phoenix, basically, and then at the end, I'm like, yo, you're a hit now. We're good. I don't know. I kill it, bro. I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be straight up because I love acting because I love being able to like be something I'm not, and I know that sounds almost like bad, but it's like I love being able to put on characters, so that's fun for me, man. And I just love Kells. I'll do anything for that man.
Are you in Chase Cool? He's starring in that. I know there's always been some beef between you guys. I don't know for you specifically, but I just know he's starring in it. And I was like, a Hype House White House thing. Is this gonna be an issue?
It's so funny because like everyone sees it on like a multi-million person scale, so it's like, what is he doing? It's almost like he's on stage or something. But people forget I've known Chase for like a year and a half, like almost 2 years actually now, and he's just been like my little brother for a long time. And yeah, he's pissed me off a lot for sure. But the only time I ever had beef with him, like I went and we settled in person. But he's been cool, man. Like I'll be straight up honest. Like dude's been putting in work in a lot of different ways. I mean, I'm like proud to see that he's at least growing as a human being. You know what I'm saying? And he's got talent. He really got comfortable in front of the camera, and did his part. And so people like Kel see that. So, people can say what they want to say, but really when it comes down to it, he's rising up, doing his own. But there's nothing wrong with like having beef with people. I'm all for that. I don't care what anybody says. Like I'm all about being kind, but like if everything's perfect, you know what I'm saying? That's not fun. Nobody wants that. Everybody needs to lighten up a little bit.
And by the way, we're talking about Downfall High. It is the movie Machine Gun Kelly and Maud's son, correct?
Yo, we love my son.
Yeah,
bro.
We do too.
If there's no beef, what's TikTok room going to talk about?
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like it was sad for a while. Now it's getting kind of funny because I think more people are actually waking up and realizing that. And it's not, I really don't care about who, it's like everyone almost, unless like you're like an adult who has like a working job, they're invested in this like drama that breeds from TikTok. And it's just like sad, bro. It's like, when did the internet get like not fun? Like the making fun of people part was supposed to be the fun part of it, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like, it was like your friend that you knew, and it wasn't like, yo, go kill yourself. It was like, oh, nice shirt, dude. You know what I'm saying? People are crazy online right now. So TikTok room, I don't know. I wish it would get deleted if I'm being straight up. I think it people's brains, bro. There's like grown like kids crying because like they're getting exposed and they're like deleting all their like social media. And I'm like, why is that necessary? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that beneficial for anyone? But whatever, to their own. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a business bred on drama, dude. It's a business bred on demise of others and
I feel
bringing people down.
drama has gotten more intense though. I feel like, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's gross. It's gross.
Well, drama gets more intense. That's because drama sells, and that's what people want to see.
And also, y'all have evolved it, and y'all have like used it as like a catalyst for so long, and like a way to just stay relevant. You know what I mean? Like you've almost built your own worst enemy. And I'm not saying you like
No,
it's the grand scheme of it all, and it's not even you at all in that grand scheme. It's just, you get what I'm saying?
I was saying that to my girlfriend the other day. It was so funny. I was like, you just need to do this. And she's like, what? I was like, no, I meant like you as in general. So I get what you're saying. But yeah, dude, I don't know. That's what I don't really appreciate about people is like having to like use negative. I mean, I guess if they're fine with it, it is their life. So but I really don't feel like they're fine with it at the end of the day. You know, I feel like it hurts them to some extent. It's just not healthy, but whatever, dude. I'm trying to get social media back to normal where we just made like us happy. I don't know, like, oh, I just got Starbucks. I don't know, remember those days?
Yeah. Show me your food, dude. Show me your food shot. Show me the clouds. I don't want
like you're going to like prom every day on your Instagram. Like you can wear sweats and like go outside. You know what I'm saying?
I think a part of your long-term success strategy should be to vibrate on a different frequency than all of that. And I think that's how you play it properly.
No, you got to. And it's about like not thinking you know everything. And that's like my hardest because like, you know, I have been through a lot. So, you know, when you start going, think that you've been through it all and I gotta, you know, remember that there's always more to learn every single day. That's what everybody's got to get.
Life will always surprise you and throw your way.
You want to look? I don't know if you can see his head. Like he just.
Oh, is he sleeping? He's not moving at all.
Sleeping.
Jaden, I do have to ask you a question, and I think Mads is sitting next to you. But she tweeted on December 9th, "Happy 1 year, Jaden," and you said, "If only I wasn't an idiot the whole time until now."
Yeah, I mean, relatable, right?
What happened? Am I missing something here?
No, dude. It's just like if anyone has lived for more than 2 months past being like 16 or something, they've encountered a relationship that's just like wasn't how it should be, and then that's just what it was. I was just didn't know really what I had at the time, and it could be super deep if you want to take it, but it also could not be super deep. It's just about admitting your mistakes and just moving on from them. She did the same thing, I'm just, more vocal about my online because people like to dig in first. So I like to get the first word out because people are, I'm going to get you.
It's like a draw in the Wild West.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, dude. It's just about, I feel like why can't people normalize, being vulnerable online? And it's like, people are, yeah, I'm going to get hate. But I feel like it's almost a catch-22 because you're not vulnerable or you don't normalize, being okay with your emotions and like being okay with messing up, that it allows them this like pocket of like power to like on you for all the mistakes that you have. I don't know. That's why I'm just starting to like reverse it and be like, yeah, like I did, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like people are too serious. But
is it also easier for you to just kind of put this on Twitter instead of having the Hollywood Fix like hunt you down in West Hollywood asking you a million questions?
Bro, I get they're trying to make money. I get it. And yeah, it is easier, but then also, I don't know, I haven't got on Twitter in a while. It's like toxic. There's like a lot of that scares me because like I'm really not good with social media. I say the wrong, bro. Y'all don't even know. Like I always end up the absolute wrong. And it's like, but the Hollywood Fix guy, I don't know, bro. I haven't seen him in a while. I haven't really seen anything. Saw that thing about Charlie and Chase, which is like, bro, I don't know. I'm new to this, bro. I moved out here a year and a half ago, 2 years, like, and I guess now started entering this new level of like, in the music industry type stuff. So I want to say it's weird, but I guess it's naturally supposed to be weird for me, because I'm just like super new to this stuff anyway. So it's a trip, bro. I'm just living life, taking day by day, taking Zach saying interviews, making it happen.
You need to prove my words correct, though. You need to stay focused, vibrate on a different frequency, stay yourself the entire way, and you'll be doing arenas. I'm telling you. Don't f up.
Take it, man. I really like absolutely take it in. I'm all about word manifestation, so get it. Right on.
This is how I think I know that I mean, for me personally, when I think of the Sway House, I don't know if you're a part of it still, but I don't even think of you as part of that anymore. Like, we first met you when you guys all came to the studio, but when I think of like Mod Sun, MGK, Youngblood, I see you as a musician like that now.
Yeah. Grace, Youngblood, I hold you in the same regard.
Well, I appreciate that, man. And that's really like the energy I'm trying to put out. And that is kind of how it is. I mean, we have our separate houses. I still live with Josh and Quentin and Anthony and Griffin. So like everybody except for Bryce and Blake and Noah. But they're all, at home now for Christmas. But it's like I'll always be Sway just because, but Sway was more, people didn't realize Sway was more just like Bryce and Josh really took it as like the social media side of things. But Sway was, for me, was just really like my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is just like my family, like who I didn't have anyone in LA. I still don't, except for the people in my house. So it's like, that's what it was for me. But now, yeah, I'm totally down to be with the idea box of MGK and Youngblood. That's like, I mean, that's who I kick it with, and those are my homies. But to be put in that same category is a crazy feeling for me. I'm just super grateful.
Well, please keep the type of music that you make and the art that you make relevant. I think that's really important because I missed it.
I will, bro. It's just getting. Oh my God, I'm pumped. Now, Zach, I'm actually excited for you to hear the album. I really am. I'm
tomorrow.
You seem like you're really gonna sit well with the songs.
Yo, tease it. Please come back so we can dissect it. Really, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I'm down. I love this show.
Well, we appreciate you very much, Jaden. Do you have any final thoughts there, Daniel?
I just know you got a lot of tattoos in a short amount of time. Are you worried that you're going to like take up all the room and not have space for later?
Yes, I actually did think about that. So you're not too far off. I was going to do my left arm and then completely like finish my stomach and like chest. But, here, I'll show you.
I haven't seen those bat wings. That's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like bat wings and then the sword. So
do they come to your house to do this? Like, do you get it with people?
Yeah, Isaac Paleo. He's done all of mine.
Sick.
Yeah, he's pretty dope, dude. He just fits. I don't know. It's like the sketchbook style tattoo. That's what I could call it, because it's not. I like my tattoos, if I'm being honest. Like, I'll get them and then like pick them and scab them and look like up. I don't know. It's just I kind of just like doing my own thing with it. But yeah, I had to slow down because I feel inferior to Travis and like MGK. Right? They're so tatted. I feel like I have nothing.
Is it that you need bigger pieces or you need more pieces? What are you striving for?
Dude, have you seen them with their shirts off?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no skin left. It's all tattoo.
Yeah, they're just skinless. Yeah, it's just all tattoo. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like I have none.
But at the same time, they are much older than you. So they've had more time to get covered.
Double
Travis, when he's like trying to be a dad, he's like telling me, he's like, bro, save that piece because I wanted to get – I don't know if you've seen Quentin, but he has like these skull hands going like this. I wanted to get it right here on my neck because I – this right? And he was like, bro, save that area. And I was like, fine. And I saved it. But –
let him be a dad. His kids are pretty cool.
No, they're dope. Linda's dope. Alabama's dope.
I spoke at one of their kids' schools, and he was definitely the coolest kid in the class. I forget which one it was, but he was pretty cool.
That's funny. No, yeah, he definitely sees me as like, more son figure. I love it. He puts on his different hats, when he needs to.
Who is your girlfriend? Is it the girl next to you that I like have seen like just like an arm of?
She was next to me. She left. I don't know where she went. But yeah, Madison Lewis. It's my baby. It's my mama.
Oh, well, do you enjoy being in a public relationship, or is that kind of hard on you guys?
You haven't even toured. It shouldn't be hard yet. Jesus Christ! Like, waiting for that to happen.
It's super hard if I'm being honest. Just because I'm maybe not like where I'm moving into. Like this past like month has been awesome, honestly. Because like we put what we want online, but we don't really like look at anything else what people have to say. So that's kind of what we're moving into, and then it's just like a higher, different like status. That's really what I'm trying to like own, really get my like done really what I'm trying to walk in. But before it was like, yeah, bro, just because you like hear out millions of different people just saying this, and it just like when you're like growing up, especially for a girl, and especially for like people who are sensitive to their emotions, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Getting all that feedback needed. So, but we're vibing. We're literally, I've never been happier. I'm having a great time. Christmas is about to be great. Album's about to come out. So many good things.
And hopefully a tour, I guess 2022 or end of 2021.
Just trust me. You don't have to ask why or where. Just we're touring.
Okay.
Yeah, have it.
Jaden, I appreciate and love you, my friend. Thank you for taking the time.
Love you guys. Y'all the best, man.
Hey.
Yeah, have a good one.
Day.
Better Off Dead comes out tonight, 9 p.m. Let's get it. All right, bye, guys.
Hey, beautiful human, thanks for watching our full interview, but I get it. Like, a full interview is a lot, so we got a clips channel. We don't expect you to watch the full thing anymore, so we just gave you the highlights. Please subscribe and notifications and all that stuff. Okay, cool. I love you.